Hey guys, it's Logan, and today I have the My Paying Crypto Ads calculator for you. Now, there are four levels in My Paying Crypto Ads. These are the Bitcoin values of the ad packs. The earnings are the same. There is no repurchase balance. This is the daily rate. Now, as you can see, I say here enter data in orange cells only. So you really don't need to be changing anything else. The daily rate, which you would need to calculate. Now, I don't know what it is. I don't think it's like maybe 1.5, right? It's now very slow. The site has started. This is a revenue share. So don't forget, this is going to vary. Even if you calculate it for one day, it may be different if you calculate it for a week. I think it's going to go up and down. It's not going to be very steady or high to begin with. We have MPCA to kind of compare with. So we know that because business is slow, it's the first week, right? So that's going to pick up. Whatever the rate is, you can calculate it by looking at your earnings per ad packs purchased. Let me just tell you about the calculator and then I'll tell you about me and the calculator at the end, okay? So that's your daily rate. There's no really official earnings or anything. They're not going to tell you anything about that rate. Whatever the rate is, that's what it is, and I'm fine with that. So days until expiration, that's kind of calculates based on the rate when the 120% will expire, right? These are the fixed minimum ad packs. Now, if this should change, I will have to update the calculator. But right now, this is how it is. The first three levels, 100 maximum. And on the fourth level, 1,000 maximum. That's way enough, right? But what you need to enter is here, how many ad packs you have. So I currently have, I think, 169. So this is what I'm getting right now. And I want to fill up the first three levels, and then if I want to look at, see, I'm looking at this number bottom right here, looking at the daily withdrawal without losing ad packs, ad shares, whatever. I should change that to ad packs. So I think that's 150. Yeah, there it is. That's $51. So something like that, 145. So this would be the number of ad packs you would need to have to make this much. Now, notice that everything is in Bitcoins up here on top, where you enter data. This is just really so you can calculate. I mean, you can look at it here, but then here I have the total of all these active ad packs, the value of these. Now, how much the total cost of these. This is not the actual money that you will spend on them. I'll show you that in a second in My Paying Ads, just so you get an idea. And then I also have the dollar value. Now, the dollar value is based on the Bitcoin rate that you can enter here and update it. I don't know what it is right now. I know Bitcoin went up. It could be 760, whatever. So you just type it in, right? Also, keep in mind I use American setup, so comma for the decimals is not a comma, it's a period, right? It's a dot. So if you enter a comma, I think it's going to it's going to give you an error probably. So back to this box. Again, this is all calculated. All you need to enter is orange. This will give you your total revenue share earnings. And then, I calculate the final numbers in dollars. I guess this could all be both Bitcoins and dollars, but it's just so much trouble to do both. I didn't want to clutter everything. I know people want to get a sense of, dollar value. So, you have a mix of both. Now, hopefully this is good enough for you. This area here is really for tracking, so you can enter like your seed capital. Right now, I think for me is 2.2 Bitcoin, which, I don't know if Bitcoin is 750 today, this would be the value, but really, seed capital, it is in Bitcoin, so it will change. But maybe I paid, $600 for the first Bitcoins, right? So, remember, this is an approximation. This is not a detailed calculator. Let me just show you and then I'll tell you more about it. So your withdrawals, when you get your some withdrawals, you can enter this. This really just gives you an idea how long it would take you to break even, how long. So if I recovered, one, it will tell you, you got 45% back, and at this daily rate, it's going to take you 18 days to break even. And this is your total monthly income. Maybe I need to check this number, probably not correct. Anyway, so there's going to be some bugs here. I'll fix it. Usually in these videos I find something to fix. So I'm going to check on this before I upload it, and you'll be able to use it. Also, what you can use is when you right click here, you can go edit hyperlink. You can enter your own Facebook link. Same here, you can right click, edit hyperlink, enter your own referral link here, right? So all I have for me is, I put my name here that it's created by. I would appreciate if you leave that. If you don't, there's nothing I can do about it, but you can definitely change this. I didn't lock it. I could have locked much more, but I don't want to bother with that. I think everybody's going to benefit from this. I really don't care that much. I want to show you my MPA. So you see, I based this one on my paying ads calculator. And this is my current MPA situation, 385, maybe it's 86 or 89, whatever. But the point is this: if you look at the active AdPax value, it says $8,000. Now I didn't, I spent $1,700 of my own money, and whatever came in through commissions, which really wasn't that much. I don't know how much, but even if I put in $1,300 of other people's money, that would be $3,000. It's showing me, 3 times as much, pretty much, of what I probably spent, right? So you're not going to need that much money, as much as the value tells you, right? So if it tells you here value, $17,000, it doesn't mean you're going to need $17,000. Also, there's the value of time, right? Depends how long you stay there. Depends if you recover your seed money, or if you recover it, a little bit at the time, or if you just make a long pause where you take everything out, which is what I did, which kind of slowed me down, but I needed the money for the summer and I took it out. But you can do like a week on, week off, so you don't lose too much momentum in your building. Now that's strategy issue. So, as far as calculator goes, enter data in orange cells only. This is just for your tracking. The daily rate, you need to figure it out. Now, the last thing I just want to tell you, I'm providing the calculator because people are asking for it, not because I think it's important. This is a rev share. If you go to my paying ads group or my paying crypto ads group, it's the same group. They're not really fans of calculators because calculators are like, talk about investments, right? And they don't want to talk about investments because this is not an investment. There's nothing to calculate because the daily rate is also not fixed. So you don't really know what the earnings will be, right? It could be 1%, it could be 2% per day. I put 175, maybe I should put 1.5. I really don't know. It's too soon to know where the average is going to be. And again, this kind of focuses on the earnings. The way I see it, one, this is an advertising platform. That's the main function of it. So that's kind of where the focus goes. Now, I understand a lot of you are not there for advertising. You want to make some money. So you will make 20%. I just don't know if it's going to take 2 months or it's going to take 3 months, how long it's going to take for that. I don't know. I'm in it. I use the advertising. I also like the earnings, but I'm not focused on the time aspect. Now, obviously, this calculator is what I call a position calculator. Like when you're in this position, when you have whatever this is, 445 ad packs, that's what you may be making if that's the rate, So it's approximate, and it also only shows you what happens at that moment, around that time. It doesn't tell you how long it's going to take you. It doesn't have the time element in there at all. And that's going to depend on how much money you put in, how much money are you adding along the way, if you have referrals or not, if you're there every day buying new ad packs, if you don't surf your ads regularly and your ad packs don't earn. There's a lot of it that can influence your earnings, right? So nobody really knows how it's going to be for you. And my philosophy is I'm happy with whatever they give me. I am making money. That's the most important thing. I am in Bitcoin, which I believe is going to appreciate in value. So, I started with this much, 2.2, and I don't know, I know I'll add more money. I was already thinking of adding some this week. I'll probably add a little bit next week, then a little bit later. Commissions are just starting to roll in. It's very early, right? This is a marathon. Really plan on building your account for months. Like I'm in my paying ads, well, since over a year, but since it restarted in March, so it's only been like 7-8 months, and I'm still building. I'm still not even thinking about withdrawing. And really, another thing that I want to say, and you will see this from the calculator, a lot of people ask me, I literally get a question that goes, how much do I need to have, how many ad packs do I need to have to withdraw $200 a day? It's a misleading question, right? I mean, yeah, we can enter this here, but I don't know what, let's see. I don't know what that really is in terms of, well, here it is. It's something like this, but depending on the daily rate, right? If the daily rate is lower, you're going to need more than that. Maybe you'll need the full 1,000. This is a lot of money. This is a lot of Bitcoins. I do not recommend that you make your goal the, top of the line, It's not designed like that. This is not a fast ref share. I would shoot for 50. I'm still shooting for 50 here in MPA. Sorry, MPA. See, I'm roughly at 25, but I'm not interested. I got my money back, and now I just started really working hard on rebuilding. So I don't pay attention to any of this, to daily rates, nothing. I'm there every day. I repurchase my ad packs. This is what I recommend you do. I think calculators are fun, but I think they're misleading because you don't get a sense of how long it's going to take you, and nobody has the answer to that question. So there's my calculator. I'm going to fix what I need to fix, and then I'll put a link under the video where you can just go opt in, and you will get a link to your email. Check your spam. It may not show up right away. Give it a little bit of time. Keep in mind, Hotmail, sometimes Yahoo can be problematic. If you use Gmail, it shouldn't be a problem. And otherwise, give it a day. And if you don't see it, if you don't see it in your spam, then contact me on Facebook or send me an email, and I'll just send you the calculator. Okay? And I'll see you inside. Take care.